The big dance is weeks away, so let's start with the prom. CIF Central Coast Section High School girls basketball tonight from Santa Clara High School in Santa Clara, California. Welcome to PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. Up first, the Division II girls title game. The number 6 seed, the Woodside Wildcats, have made it through, bringing a 24-5 record into this game. They will take on the number 1 seed in the Presentation Panthers of San Jose out of that ultra-tough West Catholic Athletic League, bringing a 12-15 overall record. Hello, everyone. I'm Kirsten Fairchild alongside Casey Jackson. Casey, two teams that have not met this season. Presentation just 2 years removed from a CCS championship. Woodside has never made it this far.
Yeah, new territory for Woodside. Presentation been here before. I mean, this is a pretty storied program. Always competes really well in that tough West Coast Athletic League. Don't let the records fool you. Presentation's 12-15. They are the number 1 seed. Make no mistake about it. And Woodside has gotten here by upsets. They are the number 6 seed. But their record, it's a very, very good 24-5.
Woodside led by their senior forward center, averaging 19 points per game, Madison Michaelis. Woodside, one of the few teams to make it to the CCS title game that actually had to play in the first round. As the number 6 seed, they beat El Camino 55-39. Then took care of third-seeded Westmont by a score of 50-49. Then in the semifinals, knocked off the number 2 seed Westmore by a score of 50-40. All those games in common, they surpassed the 50-point mark.
Sometimes you just don't know what you have, Kirsten, until the postseason starts. And I think if you talk to the coaches, it's the second season. You're looking at how the kids really what they've learned throughout the year, and it's going to be, they're showing their true grit here at the end of the season.
Presentation led by Courtney Dana, the senior who's headed to UC Merced in the fall to play basketball. She's averaging 18.5 points per game. Presentation, one fewer game in this bracket as the number 1 seed. They defeated 8th-seeded Lee by a score of 62-26, and then took care of 5th-seeded Mountain View in the semifinals, 58-51. Casey, hard schedules notwithstanding, it's really interesting to have a team playing for a CCS title that only has 12 wins on the season and is the number 1 seed.
But they're the number 1 seed, and you can almost go down the line with almost every division where you have one of the Catholic League teams in there. They could have a losing record, but it's because they just beat up on each other night in and night out, and the record is obviously doesn't have anything to do with the quality of the team.
Woodside Wildcats, coached by Haley Grossman. In her second year, the counterpart tonight, Wade Nakamura for Presentation. Wade Nakamura in his 6th year at the helm of Presentation, as we're seeing the starting lineups being introduced. And Madison Michaelis, the number 13, the center forward, she is that leading scorer we're talking about. She joins guard Tessie Rhodes in the lineup for Woodside. And Presentation, well, they're starting at point guard Courtney Dana, their shooting guard Akila Jennings, Ashley McDonald's playing the 3 spot, Janelle Scheider, power forward, and Deborah Simon Taki, who's coming out right now. She is the center, a 5'9" junior. And rounding out Woodside's lineup, Diamond Martinez, as well as Sharnon Lionel, as we see Schneider come out, and the coaches shaking hands. A title is on the line tonight. Central Coast Section Division II high school girls basketball. Archbishop Mitty is the defending champs. They are playing in the open division this year. We're going to step aside for just a moment. When we return, we'll have the opening tip of the CCS girls title game in just a moment. Welcome back to Bruins Gymnasium on the campus of Santa Clara High School in Santa Clara, California. Good evening, everyone. Alongside Casey Jackson, I'm Kirsten Fairchilds. Thank you for joining us on PlayOnSports.com. The band is in the house. A title is on the line. Presentation. Won the West Catholic Athletic League back in 2011. Made it all the way to the NorCal semifinals after winning the CCS championship. Facing the underdog, if you will, a great year for Woodside. However, they have never had the experience of playing for a CCS title.
Well, Woodside's just really cut their teeth in the postseason. So again, I think, obviously the team from the West Catholic presentation is the definite favorite, but you never know. I mean, Woodside is, they've beaten some really fine teams along the way. So they got as good a shot as anybody.
Woodside in black, orange, and white. Presentation in white and blue. Lionel jumping center for the Wildcats. Dana in the circle for Presentation. Presentation wins the tap. Nope, Woodside chases it down. Woodside showing its hustle early on as they go to work. The runner no good. Rebound in the paint. And it's called Woodside ball.
I think they all knew which way it was supposed to go. Yeah, he just got turned around a little bit. No problem.
Presentation finished in 5th place in the West Catholic Athletic League. 4-8 on the season. Woodside tied for first with Burlingame in the Peninsula Athletic League South. Woodside opens in man. And Presentation getting it inside. Trouble catching the ball, and our first foul, as it looks like Courtney Lucas will be charged on the foul for Woodside.
Looking to get not great in stature, but posted her up down low. Got the contact.
McDonald, the freshman at the line, 5'2", misses her first.
It's going to be a long night for Woodside if they keep posting up a 5'2" in there.
1-0 Prez. Woodside, the long baseball pass in transition. Bucket missed, and it's 1 and out for the Wildcats. So lots of good ideas, no execution at this point for Woodside.
That's really important. Again, the program hasn't been here, but they just have to stay positive as the coach wants them to do in the first few minutes of the game. I think they're really understandable if they're a little tight for this game.
Good block out by Tiana Williams on the defensive board. This is Tessie Rhodes, the point guard. Gets it over in the corner. Pass inside, nice move, left-handed shot. Absolutely well done by Michaela. She picks up her first bucket, 2-1 Woodside.
Michaela's just great look there. She got 12 points in their semifinal game.
Presentation, drive in the lane. Another defensive board for the Wildcats. Bounce pass on the fast break with the left hand from the left side. Doesn't fall. The rebound is there. Rhodes all the way open. Back iron. And Presentation finally with some defensive rebounding. The fast break run to perfection by Prez. Up 3-2. Back out in front off the layup by Jennings.
Great movement of the ball to get that fast break. And a great finish by Jennings.
Woodside wearing the multicolored sneakers, either blue or brown, or blue or orange, and that's going to be a jump ball. Possession goes to Presentation. 6:06 left to play in the game. Prez with the ball in a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, and it's just, right now you can almost see the look on the girls' face from both teams. It's not as easy just as simply catching the ball. Right now it's like beginning of the game. Expect both teams to settle in real nicely.
Presentation brings a 2-game winning streak into this game, and the Panthers turn it over. Woodside, 3 wins in a row coming into this one. Nice pass. Some quick, hurried baskets by Woodside. Nice movement. Bring the ball up court. 5:30 left to go. Drive in the lane, doesn't fall, so some close range shot being missed, and everyone on the floor. Good numbers for Woodside after the carnage. Perfect trail, and Woodside shooting pretty negative at this point.
Just missing some real against a team like Presentation, when you're Woodside, you're the underdog. You need to really take care and create. They've created all kinds of opportunities for themselves, just haven't been able to get the ball to drop.
Second foul called on Woodside. Presentation ball. You're watching and listening to PlayOnSports.com. Santa Clara High School decided the Central Coast Section Division II Girls Championship game. Presentation out of San Jose with the ball in a 3-2 lead. 5 to go in the first quarter. Pulling up the dribble. 10 on the shot clock. From the foul line and down. Presentation turns to Maddie Goudot, who checked in. The sophomore delivers. Jump ball again. This should stay with Woodside.
Right now, Williams from Woodside, they're looking for her a lot real early. And if she would just slow down a little bit as she receives the ball, just let her feet get underneath her, post up a little bit, just slow down. She'd just have some great opportunities.
Great entry pass. Again, no finish. And a block from behind. You saw the speed. The Woodside fans loving the effort by Lionel.
Great athletic block there by Lionel. Ran the length of the floor to make that block.
5-2 Presentation with the ball.
Presentation's really looking to, their defense creates their offense, and that's really the main component of what they want to do tonight. Defense is the key for everything.
Block by Woodside.
A little ragged so far for both sides.
Rhodes over to Courtney Lucas. Lionel gets pushed from behind, no call.
I'd like to see him work at getting Lionel the ball a little bit.
Long distance three, an air ball, and collected by Kavanaugh. And Woodside picks up its third foul. Woodside fans wanted a travel. Instead, Courtney Lucas picks up her first personal, and at the line is Godot, the 5'9" sophomore.
I don't think I saw a walk there. What I saw was maybe just a held ball for a second. I thought that was the only contact that I saw.
The senior Michaela Kitora, guard, checks in for Woodside as Lucas has a seat.
But Godot's made things happen since she's come in.
She certainly has. It's a 5-point lead, 7-2 Presentation. Leads at 4:09 left to go in the first.
I'm not so sure it wouldn't be a great time for Woodside to just take a quick timeout, get your breath. And it's a good example of right there what I was thinking.
And the extra pass pays off with the bucket. 9-2. Prez seems to be settling in here at Santa Clara High.
Yeah, Dana, I mean, she made that happen off the steal, ran the length of the court, and got rewarded for it with the pass back.
Traveling call. Presentation, we should call them presentation. Yeah. Great full court pressure as Woodside's Haley Grossman calls a timeout in her second year. She calls a timeout, 3:38 left to go in the first. Her team trailing 9-2.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups, like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Thank you for joining us on the first evening of March 2013. Very special weekend for high school basketball fans. Kirsten Fairchild's Casey Jackson courtside here at Santa Clara High School.
Would have liked the timeout just a little bit earlier, and really quickly I want to go over what the coaches' keys of the games were. For Woodside, it was to stay positive, and right now is really key for them to stay positive. Need to rebound. Rebounding hasn't been a problem for them. And then control all the tempo of play more. They're a half-court team, and right now they're getting kind of beat up by the full-court press and transition by Presentation.
Presentation, not normally a transition team. according to their head coach, but that was the game plan coming into this one. Nice save, however, it goes presentation away, and Rhodes picks up a foul. That is the 4th on Woodside, none for presentation here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it's 4th key, I would think, for Woodside right now. If we were going to go back and look at it, would be taking care of the ball, because right now it's too many turnovers.
3:15 left to go. Presentation with the ball, a 9-2 lead. Woodside sticking with this man from the elbow, missing the rim, and a defensive board from Woodside looking for an outlet pass. Prez ties it up again. I think Woodside's really going to have to adjust as this game goes on.
Well, I mean, and presentation is just really good to the loose ball. I mean, right now, what I would have liked to seen from Woodside is one of the guards come back and help. Somebody needed to help. She had nobody to pass to, find the open spot, help Michaelis out, get that ball away from her. She's the scorer. She's the big gal. She's going to get the rebound. She's got to have somebody to pass the ball to.
Some confusion about possession.
Too bunched up.
I feel like it is presentation's ball. When presentation, then Woodside.
I think it just changed it.
They did. So 3:02 left to go here in the first. And the steal by Lionel.
I want them to find Lionel right now. If she's halfway anywhere as good on the offensive side as she is on defense, they need to get it to her.
Finally, it goes down and through Williams. Will it open the floodgates? Cuts the deficit to 5.
Well, she took her time right there. Got her feet underneath her and found herself wide open and took the time to get it done.
Partially deflected. Williams comes down with it. 2:30 left to go in the first. Woodside trailing 9-4.
Major keys for presentation were defensive boards, because I think Coach really felt like Woodside is a very strong rebounding team, and we've seen that so far.
Presentation. And that is going to be the 5th foul on Woodside. Again, none for presentation here in the early going as Prez goes back to the starting senior center, Simon Tachi, who comes on. High school girls basketball, 4 8-minute quarters, 30-second shot clocks. Off the entry pass, the bucket is missed. Will stay presentation ball.
Presentations is really good at spreading out their scoring. In the semifinals, Dana led them with 16, and Simon Tachi had 9. Jennings had 8, and then they had 4 players with 6 or 7 points.
Tiana Williams is ball hawking here early. Williams with the ball, gets it up to top of the key. Bounce pass, this is Rhodes driving the left side, and the first whistle blown on presentation. That'll be a shooting foul.
One of the things I'm noticing in the execution of Woodside right now is that when Michaelis gets the ball, she's their go-to gal. Everybody kind of stands and watches a little bit, and finally Rhodes got moving a little bit and created an opportunity for her to get to the free throw line.
Simon Tachi called on the foul as Rhodes sinks the first free throw attempted by Woodside.
Nice looking stroke.
Woodside, a public school established in 1952, located in Woodside, California. 2 of 2 effort makes it a 1-possession game. Prez with the ball in the lead, 1:45 left to go in the first quarter. Rhodes picking the pocket. Rhodes trying to finish. She gets shoved by Kavanaugh, and Rhodes making things happen by driving the basket.
Absolutely, just really good vision there, great anticipation. Created another free throw opportunity for her.
3 of 3 from the line here in the opening quarter. You're watching PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. Thank you for joining us on this Friday evening. Santa Clara High School, the site for the Central Coast Section Division II Girls Championship. Rims out. Deficit now 2, 90 seconds left to go in the opening quarter.
Really feel like Woodside could make up some ground here if they played a little better perimeter defense and create the not the long bounces like that, but a little close in stuff. Woodside is a really, really good rebounding team with Lionel
and Williams.
Lion Williams, yeah, absolutely.
And
taking care of the ball.
Losing the handle, if you will, was Clara, one of the captains. 62 seconds left to go. Presentation, boy, we've had a few momentum swings in this one. Prez offense running a little dry here. Can they get back into the swing of things?
Clara had a huge semifinal game, getting 16 against Westmore, the number 2 seed.
Dana finding the open man down low. Turnaround in the paint, no good. Ball still bounces Presentation way. Rhodes doesn't like that call. That's the 6th team foul on Woodside. 37 seconds remaining. As Janelle Schneider, the 5'9" senior, checks back in down low. Wasn't a shooting foul. In traffic, they're going to call another foul. So Prez already in the bonus. That foul on Lionel.
Can't deny the contact, but I think all the contact was created by Schneider. I mean, it was just, I thought the defender had her hands up.
Schneider, the leading rebounder for this Presentation team, at the line.
Coach Grossman's talking to the official about that right now. The first thing she did was put her hands straight up and thought her player had her hands up and wasn't moving.
Coach Grossman played her basketball mill. She's 5'11". She was a forward. 0 of 2 efforts. Score stalls at 9-7. 30 seconds in regulation. 23 on the shot clock. Great move by Rhodes. Rhodes with the runner. Ball bounces Presentation's way. 20 seconds remaining and traveling called. So 18.3 seconds remaining. Woodside with a chance to either tie it, take the lead.
Yeah, you just feel, I mean, you get the feeling that Presentation has a bigger lead than they do, and you look up and it's only a 2-point game.
Rhodes to inbound. Easy as pie. 9-9 the score, 14 seconds remaining in the first.
Really well-designed play out of bounds with the man-to-man D.
Throws into traffic, bounces Prez's way. 3, 2, 1. Time's going to expire. 9-9 after 1. Presentation got in the groove earlier in this game. Woodside still trying to dial it in, but they have made up the ground after 1 quarter play in the Central Coast Section Girls Division II Championship. Woodside 9, Presentation 9.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Alongside former Los Altos Eagle, former Foothill College Owl.
Oh,
and
I got to
former
interrupt you there.
Santa Clara.
Do not ever call me a Los Altos Eagle. That's what they are now. We were the Los Altos Knights.
I was trying not to date you, my friend.
Well, no.
And former shooting guard for Santa Clara University, Casey Jackson. I'm Kirsten Fairchills. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday evening here at Santa Clara High School. One of numerous sites for Central Coast Section basketball. This is the girls D2 final. Second quarter to get underway, all tied up at 9. Woodside, the 6th seed, in their black, orange, and white with the first possession taken on Presentation, the top seed out of San Jose.
Hey, Coach Grossman, you got to be pretty happy after a kind of sloppy beginning that they're right in this thing, looking like a team that, you know, they're ready for a little upset here.
Air ball from the Wildcats. And Presentation, Casey, what do they need to get their offense backfiring again?
Again, it's created by defense, and if they just need to play better D, a couple of those will help too.
First three of the night, Courtney Dana, again, she will be playing basketball at UC Merced next year, drains it downtown, 12-9, Prez leads.
Yeah, she's good pedigree, first team All-Leaguer from the Tough Catholic League.
Now, we saw the walk called on Michaelis negating the basket, but I think it was good for her to get her shot down. She's not developed her game here offensively. Maybe that'll help.
They're looking for a lot, but I think they get real stagnant when she kind of holds on to the ball a little bit long. If it's not there, she needs to get rid of it, find somebody else.
Presentation trying to challenge this man. Rhodes again, picking pockets. Rhodes against the freshman. Lays it in from the left side. Woodside trailing by 1.
Wow. You got to be protecting the ball when she's around.
Another turnover and a whistle.
Rhodes, boy, she's got some defensive skills, eh?
Chanel Schneider picks up the foul.
She just has some really nice little quick steps, quick moves. Doesn't look like she's going very fast, but Rhodes has got some quick feet.
That was the third team foul on Presentation. Loose ball in the key. That should be Presentation's ball. It is. Presentation, the top seed in this bracket. Finished 5th in the West Catholic Athletic League. A 4-8 record.
That's a nice finish in that league. Presentation kind of slowed the thing down. When they get in the half-court set, they slow it down and get pretty darn deliberate, actually.
7 on the shot clock. Williams there with the rebound. 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Woodside trailing by 1. Rhodes downtown, back iron, rims out. Williams battling, nope. Presentation comes up with it. Presentation, fast break, they've run it well. Can they do it here? Nope, they throw it away.
Ooh.
Our officiating crew tonight.
Perfect
Sean
timing.
Burns,
Perfect
Clint
timing there.
Okamura, and Steven Atsuki. All 3 from different parts of the Bay Area.
I got the sense that not everybody in the gymnasium was in total agreement with that call.
Well said. Nice pass, baseline. Close range shots continue to be a problem for Presentation. Michaelis overshooting her teammates.
Making some really silly mistakes, and I think what everybody, especially Coach Grossman from Woodside, is looking for some of the same calls. We're not getting. She doesn't feel like they're getting the same calls on the same contact.
7 fouls for Woodside, 3 for Presentation. 5:25 left to go in the half. Presentation. Lionel with the block.
Wow.
3rd block of the game for Woodside.
Great help defense there by Lionel.
Let's talk a little bit about this Presentation defense, Casey. Very feet moving, very intense.
Both teams, I think they both played really solid D. Really solid man-to-man defense. Everybody's in nice position to help.
The ball dribbled off the Woodside player's foot. We just keep tying it up here at Santa Clara High. A lot of hustle on the floor for sure.
Well, it's a signature of girls basketball. There's usually a lot more tie-ups than the normal like you do in the boys' game. Boys' game's probably just a step quicker, you know.
8 on the shot clock for Woodside. I'm not sure if they realize it. Now Rhodes trying to create some space. Maybe got away with the walk. Shot clock expires.
I really Rhodes should be on the line right now. I agree.
Woodside is just playing at one tempo. That is pedal to the metal.
Darn right.
Presentation 12-11. Its lead. 4:30 left to go in the first half. Nice look inside. And you have to admire the effort of Simon Tachi and Schneider as well. You know, they're doing what you want your forwards, your centers to do.
Yeah, and I think it's just, again, everybody's just asking for the same calls on both sides at all. I mean, no denying there was contact there, but just on the very last possession for Woodside, something a little bit worse than that. And no free throws on the other side.
Michaelis spelling Lionel for Woodside. Chance to make it a three-point game. Rims out. Michaelis with the rebounds. 13-11. Woodside trails. Two off the turnover, 15-11. Woodside, I think, so used to Rhodes being able to handle bringing the ball up, they need to do better help.
Yep.
Williams, what an effort. How'd she come up with that?
Very athletic, strong girl. She's just always in a nice position and actually kept both hands on it. Nice way to get herself to the free throw line.
Goudreau called on the foul, fourth team foul for Presentation. Good free throw shooting thus far from Woodside.
Keeping them in the game.
4:03 left to go in the half. Chance to make it a two-point game. Presentation call.
Right now, Woodside really needs to figure out a way to help Rhodes out on that full court press. The presentation's really causing a lot of problems for Woodside at this point.
This is Jennings with the ball. Wide open. Drained it. 17-12 left to go as Coach Grossman calls a timeout. Woodside trailing 17-12. First half action at Santa Clara High School.
Nice half court set there by Presentation. You just see that play opening up and got Godot the open shot. Nice screen set by the Presentation gals on that possession. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups, like the game you're enjoying tonight? Tell your school to sign up for Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows the schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Brand new gymnasium here at Santa Clara High School. Opened last January. Site for many years of the Central Coast Section Boys Volleyball Tournament.
Yeah, when you were talking about where I played high school, now the Los Altos Eagles, when they consolidated Los Altos, AWALT, and Mountain View, they turned AWALT into Mountain View, and I think I'm not even sure I don't even know what they call them anymore, but the same thing happened here. Santa Clara is Bruins. This used to be Buxer High School, famous school in basketball in the 70s. Long time ago.
Out of the timeout. Again, some problems with Woodside office, and Presentation calls a timeout. 3:28 left to go in the first half. Team from San Jose 17, its opponent 12.
Well, you would have hoped for a better possession or a concept of what Woodside wanted to do out of the timeout. And, right now it's really tight really close for Woodside to stay in touch.
Archbishop Mitty is the defending Division II champs. They beat St. Ignatius in a thriller. You and I had the call last year, 49-48. Mitty came back to win that one. New sort of ball game here in the state of California. An open tournament has been added, and we will see Mitty tomorrow night playing for the open title.
Yeah, it's I enjoy it. I think you got to put the elite teams in the open division, and yeah, I think it was something they've thought about for a long time, and it really worked out well.
Presentation getting some open looks from the outside. That one does not fall as Woodside goes to work. 17-12, the Wildcats trail.
Well, I really think this is an important possession for Woodside.
Stolen. Block from behind. Nope. That's another foul on Lionel, 9th team foul.
And right now, I mean, if your presentation, you drive to the hoop looking for a little contact, they're calling it every time. You got to keep going back to that same play every time because they're calling it. They're calling it for you.
This is Schneider, the 5'9" senior at the line, one of the captains on this squad, along with Courtney Dana. Dana, we haven't called her name too often thus far.
Schneider was a honorable mention all-league player.
1-2 effort. Michaelis skying for the rebound. 6-point ball game.
I'm going to go back to it. Really important possession again.
Looked like the official may have started for the charging call, changed his mind to the blocking call. As Rhodes heads to the line, 15 foul on presentation.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it almost feels like it was kind of a makeup call for some of the complaints that have been taking place on the other side of the court.
Rhodes misses her first as Maeve Kavanaugh checks in down low for Simon Tachi. 3:04 left to go in the first half. 0-2 effort as Dana runs it down. Wide open again, mid-range. And Dana with the long distance collection.
Really patient. Presentation showing really nice patience. No need to shoot the ball early. 6-point lead in here in the first half.
Beautiful runner with the left hand from Godot. Godot, great minutes off the bench tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. Really nice game. It's getting a little out of hand for Woodside at this point.
Michaelis can't get it to fall. Kavanaugh with the rebound. 2:14 left to go in the half. 8-point lead for presentation. Dana. Open look, doesn't fall. Williams there. Just 3 points in this quarter thus far for Woodside. Another air ball, or was it a pass? Williams will sink it. That was pass all the way. Are you kidding me?
Happy birthday there for Williams. This fell right in her hands, right in the right spot.
Knew it was coming. Again, a second effort, a second attempt for presentation. 22-14, 90 seconds left to go in the half as Kavanaugh with the bucket.
Real drop-off so far of intensity on the defensive boards for Woodside. Really hurting them.
Williams again collecting, and she will head to the line to shoot 2, 16th foul on presentation.
But again, Williams is every time you watch her on every possession, you know she knows she's going to be able to score if she's around the bucket, and she's always in the right place, and again, right in the right spot, and had good vision to see it coming. Got to knock down those free throws, though.
After a good effort from the line in the first quarter, Woodside's gone cold here in the second. Back iron again. Michaelis loses it.
Game of inches. They're just missing everything just by a little bit. They're just a little out of kilter right now.
Woodside just walking back. His presentation always pushing the pace.
Yeah, and staying positive was the first thing that Coach Grossman talked about with me, and when I talked about keys of the game, just staying positive, and they're really not doing that right now.
Only 8 on the shot clock, but from right post, Schneider delivers. 45 seconds remaining. Biggest lead of the night for Prez. It's 24-14, the score.
Yeah, they're just a different team on the offensive boards than they were in the first period for presentation.
Kisses the rim. I'm not sure that's the shot they were looking for.
I don't like that shot.
30 seconds left to go in the half. Lionel, you could hear that from here.
You need to translate that a little bit of that intensity to the other side. I still don't think they're looking for Lionel nearly as much as I would be looking for on the other side of the court, down on the offensive end.
27 regulation, 3-second differential on the shot clock. Wide open for Dana. 20 seconds left. Finally, Michaelis brings it in. 15 seconds for Woodside.
See how they finish the half. Pretty
10
important.
seconds off the foot. That'll stop the clock with 7 seconds remaining. Coach Grossman still sharing her opinion.
I think she's got a lot to say.
Lionel. Rhodes, too much. Second quarter, all presentation, 24-14. The Panthers lead. Casey, your impression of the first half?
Well, I thought, again, Woodside, when I thought they would have had a difficult time would be the beginning, but they started off a little rough in the very beginning, but finished that first period so well. I thought that they would really take that into the second quarter. Didn't happen. Presentation kind of flexed their muscles a little bit, showed you what they're all about. Really, presentation is in control right now, and it's because of the offensive boards that they're hitting. They're getting a lot of opportunities.
Presentation playing like the #1 seed. It is. We're going to step away for a few moments, but we will return with the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. We're live at Santa Clara High School. Presentation leading Woodside in CCS girls basketball 24-14. It's halftime at Santa Clara High School in Santa Clara, California. You are watching and listening to PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. It's the Central Coast Section Division II Girls Championship game. The top-seeded Presentation Panthers leading the number 6 seed, the Woodside Wildcats, 24-14. Welcome back, everyone. Alongside Casey Jackson, I'm Kirsten Fairchilds. After one quarter of play, Casey, the score was 9-9. Presentation put together a second quarter effort that Woodside could not keep up with.
Well, and again, I talked about one of the keys for Presentation and what they do in executing their game plan is creating offense off their defense. And I think the full court press that they put on Woodside in the second period got a little more intense, and Woodside was having considerable problems with it. And that's why I think the lead has been extended.
Presentation, just 3 Panthers scored. Williams and Rhodes with 5 points each. The Wildcats were 4 of 10 from the foul line.
And they were complaining a lot about not getting to the line. I think there were some missed calls, but when you get there, when you get the opportunity, you got to knock them down. And Presentation's certainly been better on the free throw line than Woodside. 7
Panthers have scored for Presentation. Dana with 7 points. She's converted the only 3-point field goal in the ball game. Goudot off the bench, the leading scorer with 8 points.
Yeah, really nice offering from her, and everything started to change a little bit for Presentation. You felt like they had a chance to score on their possession early on. I didn't feel like I didn't really see that their offense was executing that well. And Goudot came in and really made things happen and got herself to the line a few times and had a really nice half. But you can really tell Dana, she's the real deal. She's their player, and see why she's moving on to the next level.
Presentation coached by Wade Nakamura, again in his 6th year. The Nakamura name sounds familiar. His father, Gene Nakamura, what a legacy at Berkeley High School. I had the opportunity to to call the elder Nakamura's state or NorCal games. Such a great legacy. His father has since retired from Berkeley High School, and Wade Nakamura coaching here at Presentation has to be happy with the first half effort. Still drawing it up here as the second half about to get underway.
Well, in talking to Nakamura before the game, there is supreme confidence there. I think, again, cutting your teeth in that tough WCAL, the Catholic League, no matter where you finish, if you win any games, you come into stuff like this and you're ready to go. And you could sense that he was very confident about their chances.
Prez, and it's white, red, and blue. 24-14. They go to work here left to right. Started the second half.
I thought Jennings had some nice contributions too for Presentation.
Left post. Loose ball taken away by Williams.
Need a lot more of that.
Woodside in the black, white, and orange. First possession of the second half. Trailing by double digits. Williams bringing it out.
You really sense, Woodside's got some really nice athletes on their team. They may not be the world beater basketball players, but they got some great athletes right here.
Lionel will head to the line to shoot 2.
Now she needs to knock them down. They've got the first call. Maybe didn't get those type of calls early in the game. Got to take advantage of it right here. Nice.
In comes Kavanaugh as Lionel drains her first. Simon Tucci having a seat for Presentation. 1-2 effort from Lionel. Schneider crashing the boards. Fast break from Presentation. Too much. 1 and out for Prez.
Need to come out with intensity, and Woodside needs to have that happen. They got any chance of coming back here. Good start for them, though.
Minute gone in the third, trailing by 9. Michaelis, the hook shot from the left hand beautifully done. They need her to get hot.
That's, that may get her going right now. I love the move, though. It's like make the move, know you're going to shoot, and then she looks after she makes the move. It's remarkable.
Lionel maybe getting away with some contact as the ball goes Michaelis' way. 6:30 left to go in the third. What, you like the maybe on that?
Well, maybe it's going to turn around. It would be the opposite this half.
Michaelis.
Got away with a walk there.
7-point ball game.
I get the sense that the officials are going to be a little reticent in making any calls against Woodside here in the second half. After I'm sure they talked about it
This is
at
a
halftime.
vocal crowd.
Yep.
Tonight, a title on the line. Presentation.
I have a hard time. I don't know what the defender's supposed to do there.
Yeah.
I mean, Williams had her arms straight up in the air, didn't move.
Looked like Dana might have just run right into her.
Yeah.
And she'll be at the line shooting 2. First team foul.
But they're making that call, and, it's a good move by her to do that over and over again. They're getting those calls. Keep doing it. Sign of a good player.
First point for Presentation here in the second half. Just over 6 left to go in the third. 25-17 the score. Michaelis. Down low to Williams. Williams pulls up over the defender for 2.
That's what I'd like to see Michaelis do more of. Look for other people. She's been really kind of controlling the ball. Found Williams. Williams makes a nice move and finishes really well there.
Ten on the shot clock. Brings down to 7. Ties it up. Defensive effort back now from Woodside. Coach Nakamura's gonna call a timeout. 5:28 left to go in the third. Prez calls a timeout, leading 25-19.
A real change in momentum there by the Wildcats.
Absolutely.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups, like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Good turnout here at Santa Clara High School. The Woodside Band and Cheer Squad is here. Presentation with a nice rooting section as well. Kirsten Fairchilds, Casey Jackson. PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. Thank you so much for joining us out of the timeout.
Presentation going right back to their bread and butter. They're looking to go full court pressure. That's where change the game around for them. Trying to change momentum from back from Woodside.
Michaelis looking for an open teammate. And Presentation comes up with it. Dana. Casey, they need you out there.
I know. I don't think I can do that anymore.
Do we have another ball here? You know
Come
what?
on.
Coach Grossman stands 5'11". Maybe she'd be able to get up there. Yeah, it's a Presentation bucket.
They lost the possession over that, though. That's another problem.
Yeah, you got a full shot clock, too,
Yep,
obviously.
Yep.
As Presentation finding Dana.
Good D. Woodside really picked up the intensity here in the second half.
Rhodes, ball bounces her way.
Good pass.
I think you got to call that a jump ball. Nope. 4 Woodside players had 2 fouls in the first half. Simon Tachi, the only one with 2 for Presentation. That is the second team foul on Woodside here in the second.
Official said there was contact to the head.
Wide open, way too easy. Maeve Kavanaugh delivers.
She's having a real nice game, too.
27-19, Woodside trails. Throwing the ball away. Rhodes seems to have lost a little bit of her confidence, Casey, and ball handling.
Yeah, and all that momentum that was started off here in the second half is almost gone. I mean, if they score here, we're back up to the same lead. Yep.
That's a jump ball right there. And that is the call. Woodside ball. 4:30 left to go in the third quarter, 27-19.
I'd really like to see Woodside figure out a way to not have every one of the gals up at breaking the press in the half court, in the back court. They need to spread that out.
Rhodes chased down by Lionel. Rhodes with another opportunity, 10 on the shot clock.
She needs to slow down.
Three-point attempt. Front rim, Dana is there. Dana, fast break, igniting it, lighting the match. If that should have been a call on Lionel as Dana. And that's a travel. It's getting wild and woolly out on the floor.
Difficult to say, but I mean, it's hard to deny. I mean, the officials are having a rough night so far.
Used to working in two-man teams, three-man team tonight, and you see the player here. I'm not sure if
that's Hannah. Dana, sorry.
Obviously in a lot of pain. They're going to have to sub her out. Of course, safety needs to be paramount on the floor. And it looks like we maybe have some blood on the floor, at least some sweat, as Dana now at the end of the bench.
Being attended to by the trainer. That's she's their best player, and again, ill afford to lose her at this point.
So this is not an official time, excuse me, this is an official timeout to attend to the floor. And teammates trying to help out Dana. 3:52 left to go in the third. Maybe everyone needed a breather.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playon.network. Keep up with all high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
Godot in, replacing Dano. We hope to give you an update on her condition when we can. Certainly hope her to return as well.
I think it involved blood, so they got to get that stopped.
Woodside fans wanted a double dribble on McDonald. 8 on the shot clock. Ball coming to Lionel. 3:25 left to go. Rhodes, bounce pass into Michaelis, traveling. Woodside.
Sketchy.
Take a deep breath, everyone in the gymnasium.
Rhodes is the key to the comeback for Woodside.
Back iron, Rhodes. Here she goes. 3 minutes left to go, finding Williams.
Good pass.
We haven't seen that since the opening minutes.
I haven't seen them try anything in transition, and they're so athletic. I'm wondering why.
Rhodes back to her pickpocketing ways. Lionel, too much. Good trail by Michaelis, off the mark. Finally, it goes down. Woodside mounting the comeback. They're within 4. 2:30 left to go in the third.
I mean, the ebbs and flows for Woodside are amazing. It's just so bad and so good. And the effort, I love the effort. You just can't deny it.
Woodside ball. I think presentation is shook up with what's happened to Dana.
Yeah. I mean, she is the glue.
And I think to see your leader obviously in so much distress.
Well, and she really leads that full court pressure that they're so good at.
Chance to make it a one possession game. Ball starting to bounce Woodside's way. Michaelis, that should be a jump ball.
Call a foul.
They're going to call a foul. 2:07 left to go. Just the fourth foul called here in the second half, considering there's been a lot of contact.
See if they can capitalize on all this momentum they got going, and then Deanna on the sidelines.
Like to see him also slow it down here.
I don't think they got that slowdown thing.
Lionel. Plenty of time left. This is where Woodside, just like to see him settle down. Michaelis. No look, bucket.
And amazing, it's just amazing to me.
And
what
Dan
a nose for the hoop.
to check in. Woodside has made it count in her absence, now down by 2. 90 seconds left to go in the third, and Coach Nakamura calling a timeout wisely. He wants to get his senior leader back out on the floor.
Absolutely great. It's worth taking that timeout.
90 seconds left to go in the third. Woodside has made it a ball game. Can Dana right presentation ship? That is the question.
You gotta love it. I watched a lot of basketball, a lot of girls basketball. I've seen really good teams. Woodside is amazing. I love the way the best thing they do is compete. They don't have great execution, great play, but they hustle and they compete. And right now, again, if Rhodes just slowed down a little bit, took care of the half-court possessions a little bit better, they've got this upset in them.
Well, the one thing they don't seem to have is the players off the bench. I mean, presentation, Kavanaugh and Goudot have really had some nice minutes for presentation.
Yeah, absolutely. Great point. Really a big discrepancy in benches.
Dana to inbound for presentation. She has been attended to. Nice to see her back out on the floor.
Absolutely.
15 on the shot clock. Wide open look for 3. That's short. Just one converted 3 in the ball game, and that is off the foot of Michaelis. A reset for presentation.
Godot's had just a really nice effect on this game so far for presentation, and I'd spend a little time getting the ball to her right now.
Dana working on Rhodes. 1:15 left to go in the third. It's a 2-point ball game. Dana for 3. Welcome back to the floor, Courtney Dana.
As advertised.
5-point ball game, minute left in the third. Woodside trying to keep the motor running. Michaelis. Dana there with the rebound. Goes down. She's out of bounds. Woodside ball.
Good call. I think the officials are settling into this game a little bit too.
Absolutely. Michaelis. Katora to Rhodes. Lionel. Would have been huge. Jennings with the ball for Prez. Here's Dan, another 3 from the other side. No back iron. Williams is there. 25 seconds. Michaelis has Lionel. Lionel running the fast break. Another fast break. Run to perfection by Woodside. 15 seconds remaining.
I think their transition game is very good, and I think they need to go back to it as often as they can.
I agree. 5, 4, 3. That's a foul. With
Dana's got a great
0.9 of a second left.
She's just really, really a smart player. She knew what was left on there. She knew how to get the contact. Give them their best chance to increase the lead here going into the fourth.
Scores 30-27. Stays 30-27. Lucas returns. I believe that's the 4th personal on Lionel, 3rd team foul on Woodside. That's why I brought up the bench earlier.
Yep. Come back to haunt him a little bit.
0-2 effort.
Nice.
It was a 10-point lead at halftime. Prez now with a 3-point cushion.
Got ourselves a ball game. Got ourselves a ball game.
Woodside outscoring Prez 13-6 in that 3rd quarter as Dana sat on the bench for valuable minutes. 4th quarter up next in the Central Coast Section Division II title game.
If you want to watch more of your school's great matchups, like the game you're enjoying here tonight, tell your school to sign up for Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Stay tuned for the playonsports.com post-game show, where we'll select our player of the game and have a live interview with that player. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
Here's from Fairchild's Casey Jackson Bruins Gymnasium on the campus of Santa Clara High School. We'll keep the basketball going here from Santa Clara High at 8 o'clock. It's the Boys D2 Championship as number 4 Willow Glen takes on number 3 St. Francis of Mountain View. 4th quarter underway. Presentation with the first possession. Jennings with the ball off to Dana. It's a 30-27 lead for Presentation, the team from San Jose. Goudreau, runner in the lane. She's been outstanding tonight.
Goudreau and Dan are keeping them in the game right now.
Gets her paw on that one. Woodside can't save it. Prez ball.
Game of period so far. Presentation kind of even on the first, but really took care of the second, and it was Woodside's possession in the 3rd period.
Goudreau. Nice bounce pass down low. Here comes Jennings. Jennings with the left hand off the glass. 34-27 Presentation, minute into the 4th quarter.
Really nice ball movement there by Presentation. You know, again, they didn't go nuts when the game got close.
Too much from Rhodes as Woodside turns it over on consecutive possessions.
Not the best way to start the 4th period for Woodside. I think Lionel having those 4 fouls is going to hurt him here. Start the 4th period. Probably their best defender. She and Rhodes.
She begins on the bench. Jennings. Runner in the lane, off the glass. Simon Tucci with the bucket as Lionel, well, her head coach calls a timeout. Prez fans love it. 6:31 left to go in the ball game. Panthers are on their way to CCS title with the 36-27 lead.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better start to the last stanza for the Presentations. The way they've come out here has been pretty impressive. Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Woodside out of the timeout. No points thus far, 90 seconds into this 4th quarter. Michaelis bringing it up. I don't know how comfortable she is in that role, Casey. Stays with Woodside after the jump ball.
Well, they haven't, when Presentation has put on that press and done it effectively, it hasn't really been run any better than that. They actually ended up with the ball, but it looked like after the inbounds, it looked like presentation was kind of dropping it off and dropping off the pressure.
Godot wreaking havoc again. 10 on the shot clock for Woodside. Rhodes and double dribble called. Woodside, 2 turnovers, then the double dribble. I'm not sure they've even gotten a shot off, Casey.
I talked earlier about the ebbs and flows and the ups and downs, and Woodside just is really up or they're really down. And unfortunately, starting off this last quarter, when they're in the game, they're in a definite lull at this point. Need to pick it up.
Godot with the ball, less than 6 to go. 9-point lead for presentation. Simon Tachi. We're back in double digits for presentation, just like that it seems.
No empty possessions for presentation yet.
Williams into the hands of Michaelis. A lot of contact down low.
You got to call that.
3rd team foul on presentation. And that is on Schneider. 3rd personal as McDonald, the freshman guard, replaces her on the floor for presentation. Got ahead of myself. Middies tomorrow night. Foul away from the ball called on Woodside.
Actually watched that exchange right there. And so they were both. I thought I didn't see who they were, but Woodside player got caught, but she was being dragged from behind by the presentation player.
4th team foul on Woodside. Woodside's going to need to dig deep here, Casey. They're looking a little uncertain.
Yeah, they don't have their heads up.
Wide open Jennings. Jennings' teammates, I think, wanting her to shoot.
Well, it's just a wide open lane to the basket.
She has not taken a lot of shots tonight. I think maybe she sees her role a little differently. Now she's going for 3. The stands erupt. Jennings with 3 as presentation pulling away 41-27, 4:30 left to go in the ball game.
Flexing their muscles, doing it all over the court. Inside, outside.
And Jennings falls down. Looks like they're going to call a foul on Michaelis. That's just tough break right there.
Yeah, bad, just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
4th personal on Michaelis, 5th team foul on Woodside as the Wildcats call a timeout. Presentation marching toward a CCS title, up 41-27.
Much needed timeout. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Alongside Casey Jackson, I'm Kirsten Fairchilds. Big thanks to Steve Filios with the Central Coast section, as well as the athletic director here at Santa Clara High School, Tony McGilvery. Thank you so much for your hospitality. Our producer today, Kevin Smith, our videographer, Joey Colber. It's a pleasure and privilege to bring you high school sports here on playonsports.com, your destination for high school sports. Out of the timeout, presentation, a 41-27 lead. No score thus far for Woodside here in the 4th quarter. We're at the 4:25 mark.
You know, presentations just really come out and flex their muscles, showed you what they're all about here in the 4th quarter.
Creating space, finding the lane. Dana showing why. she's worth the hype.
Yep. Very deliberate. Saw the whole court, saw the whole thing set up for her. Great finish.
And kind of old school, calls the foul on herself. Remember back in the day when people would actually raise their hands?
I remember it well.
14 foul on presentation, less than 4 to go.
Yeah.
Just out of sorts is a way to describe Woodside.
They're just not executing on either end of the floor at this point. Needs to get rid of it. That girl.
The fans really getting into it for Woodside. And that foul called on Kavanaugh, much to her surprise, and a shooting foul at that 15 foul on presentation as Simon Tachi waiting to check in. Tessie Rhodes, the senior, best three-point shooter on the squad. Woodside, I don't believe, has made a three tonight.
Well, Rhodes was so good from the line early on. I'm a little surprised. I think she's missed her last 3 or 4. Technique's good. She's been a little out of sorts since the first period.
0 of 2 effort. Great box out from Simon Tachi. 3:24 left to go. A 43-27 lead for presentation. How good has their defense been and how cold is Woodside's offense? Well, Woodside's been averaging, or is averaged more than 50 points per game this entire bracket. They've had a Cinderella bracket, if you will. Coming up a little short, it looks like, in the title game. Rhodes, way off the mark. Williams there, bagging her own groceries for the bucket. Little too little, too late.
A little too little, too late. Williams is, hasn't had a lot of touches and created her own there by hitting the boards. Need a lot more of that from her.
That was the first points of the fourth quarter for Woodside. Presentation burning the clock. 5 on the shot clock. Dana tripped a little from behind. She's just going to lay there.
I think Coach Grossman from Woodside would have come unglued if that was called a foul. Not saying there wasn't any contact, but I think she tripped over somebody's foot, but, you know, I don't think that's a foul.
2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. 43-29 deficit for Woodside. Just, again, 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Michaelis trying to feed Williams, who isn't ready. And Coach Grossman wants full court pressure. I think her team may be tired. We really haven't seen a lot of substitutions for Woodside. No one getting much of a rest, except for Lionel, who had been in foul trouble earlier. Schneider with the bucket off the press break.
You know, this is kind of a typical WCAL game. It's just a lot of emotion and all that. Presentation's used to this every night in, night out.
Rhodes with the three, and Coach Grossman still coaching, calling a timeout. It's a 13-point ball game with 1:45 left to go. At the conclusion of this game, we'll have our PlayOnSports.com player of the game.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
According to head coach Haley Grossman of Woodside, the Wildcats have never made it to a CCS championship game in girls basketball. It's really been quite a season for Woodside. After all, 24 wins just to 5 losses.
Well, they met their match tonight, but, you know, it was a great effort for a good portion of the time, but unfortunately the downtime for Woodside really went negative, and the start to the fourth quarter with no points for most of the quarter just killed them.
Full court pressure from the Wildcats. Godot showing she can bring the ball up. Schneider. Time just ticking away. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Don't need to be in a hurry.
Williams gets picked from behind. It'll stay Woodside ball. Minute 18 left to go.
You just want your team to finish strong in a situation like this. I don't think Coach Grossman thinks they got a real great shot at winning this game, but she just wants to coach to the end, have the girls finish the best way they possibly can.
Rhodes finding Michaelis. Williams. Rhodes. Too much. Here's Dana. Dana wisely burning time. Passes into traffic, however, and Rhodes comes up with it. 55 seconds remaining. Fans want them to shoot it. Michaelis gets her own rebound with the putback. 40 seconds remaining. It's an 11-point game, and Rhodes fouls. Sixth team foul. 38.
This is one of the first games in a long time where I haven't seen either team in the bonus. We're in the final minute of the ball game, and neither team in the second half is in the bonus yet.
Agreed.
And a lot of contact out there too.
Lionel's got 4 fouls. She doesn't want a foul. And you see the jersey grab, as now Prez will head to the line. 31 seconds remaining.
And Godot's been very effective at the line tonight.
Doe, a sophomore. Jennings, a sophomore. McDonald, a freshman. Ashley Marquez also on the team, a freshman. Kavanaugh, a sophomore as well. So Jennings, Kavanaugh, and Godot.
Real strong nucleus coming back.
Nice deep squat from Godot.
Yep.
2 of 2 effort. Prez still pressing. Rhodes for 3. Short. And out of bounds. 22 seconds remaining. Prez was worried about Woodside's size and how hard they hit the boards. As Dana will head to the line to shoot 1 and 1. 8th team foul. As we have a chance to look at senior Yasmin Kamel, wearing number 22 for presentation, as well as number 23, the freshman, 5'5", Ashley Marquez, as Schneider and Jennings head to the bench to high fives. Dana earns herself another.
Dana's certainly been what I feel is the difference in the game so far tonight.
2 of 2 efforts. She will head to the bench as Leslie Gotuako checks in. 19 seconds remaining. It's a 49-34 lead for presentation.
Too many of those in the second half.
And Kamel comes in and makes a steal. Keep away. 3, 2, 1. Presentation. 49-34, the Panthers the 2013 Central Coast Section Division II champions.
Well, the cream rose to the top. Presentation, #1 seed, played the tough league, showed what they're about in the fourth quarter, made everything happen in the fourth quarter. As Dana got hurt in the third period, that's when things went kind of awry for Presentation. Woodside made their move. As soon as she came back, Dana came back in the game, took control of it. Better team won.
If you can believe it, just Presentation's 13th win on the season, still not at 500 with 15 losses, but number 13, the sweetest for Presentation.
NorCal tournament might take care of that, reaching 500.
We're going to step away for just a few minutes. When we return, we will have our PlayOnSports.com player of the game. Don't you dare go away. More from Santa Clara High School in just a few moments.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Welcome back to Santa Clara High School. Time now for the PlayOnSports.com Player of the Game. The presentation, senior guard, Courtney Dana, her second Central Coast section title. She won one a couple of years ago. 49-34 winner tonight was presentation over Woodside. Congratulations,
Thank you
Courtney.
very much. Thank you.
Boy, you had such a tough West Catholic Athletic League. I mean, it's just astounding that you came in with just 12 wins into this game, but the #1 seed. What was the goal of your team this season before this season even began?
Well, the goal was to get a CCS championship, which we accomplished. I mean, we knew the WCal League was going to be super tough, but so CCS was on the top of our list.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
This Woodside team, scrappy, I think would be a word to describe them. What was it like out there on the floor tonight?
Oh, they got tough. I mean, I got a bloody nose tonight, but they played super tough. I'm proud of them. I mean, they just played us tough and didn't give up the whole game.
About your nose, it looks perfectly fine now. That must have been, anytime you're hit in the face, it can be so alarming.
Yeah.
And also to see your lead dwindle once you were being attended to on the bench. How difficult was that?
I mean, I was getting myself cleaned up, and I looked up at the scoreboard, and it was 20-something. They were only 2 points down, and I was like, oh, my goodness. But I got back in there, and I was like, no way, we're losing tonight. Got to get this lead back up, and we did.
Presentation, such an interesting team, such a great mixture of young players, underclassmen, freshmen, sophomore. Godot had such a great game tonight.
Great.
And here you are, the senior leader. Did you come into this game, into the season, knowing that you would play such a role?
I mean, I knew 3 other seniors graduated last year. They were one of my best friends, and I knew I had to step into this role this year, and I had to, so I had no other choice, and I just took the younger people under my wing and try to make them confident and get their skill level back up.
Well, you did an excellent job. What is the plan for NorCals, or are you just going to enjoy this?
Oh, no,
right now?
NorCals, we're coming. We're coming, NorCals.
You heard it, Courtney Dana from presentation, our PlayOnSports.com Player of the Game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And good luck the rest of
Thank
the
you
way.
so much.
PlayOnSports.com will be there for the Northern California and state championships. Don't you dare go away. Casey Jackson, I'll be back to recap the action here from Santa Clara High School in just a moment.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Back at Santa Clara High School to recap the 2013 Girls CCS Division II Championship presentation. A 49-34 winner over the 6th-seeded Woodside Wildcats. Kirsten Fairchild's Casey Jackson. Casey Williams leading Woodside with 11, just 5 players scoring for the Wildcats. Dana, our player of the game, 15 points to lead the way. 7 players scored for presentation.
Well, Dana, definitely the difference. Looking a little dicey there when she went down with that injury in the third quarter when Woodside actually made their run. Quickly got put to bed, though, when she came back on the floor and settled the whole game down for presentation. And, you know, it's just the experience showed through for presentation. They've been there before. They acted like it. They came out very composed after that emotional third period and showed what they were all about.
Presentation, the #1 seed, making it through.
Yep. Excellent. Great effort by Woodside. You got to love the effort, but they were just too up and down. Too many turnovers, too many fouls in the first period. You know, great effort. I don't think it was expected. They weren't the 2 seed. I mean, they came all the way, got to the final with as the #6 seed and had nice upsets along the way. And I think they got to be really happy with their performance for the tournament.
That's right. Woodside upsetting the #3 seed and the #2 seed. Record now 24-6 for the Wildcats. Presentation 13-15. What a tough schedule it's been for the Panthers. Well, that's going to do it for us for the girls D2 game at 8 o'clock. Please tune back in. We will have the boys D2 game between #4 Willow Glen of San Jose and #3 St. Francis of Mount View. On behalf of the producer, Kevin Smith, our videographer, Joey Colber, and my partner tonight, Casey Jackson, I'm Kirsten Fairchilds. Thank you so much for joining us. So long from Santa Clara. Presentation, the 2013 Central Coast Section Division II champs.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.